glider chair that I am absolutely obsessed with, especially for the cost of it. This was definitely a budget-friendly option. So I'll start by saying the assembly took my husband about 30 minutes or so not very long, pretty easy, and the directions are pretty clear for him to go ahead and put this together. That being that it was a budget-friendly option, my expectations weren't too high on how large the seating area would be, but these are really large pillows. So these are really large seats here that you can definitely fit larger adults, or even in our case, the 2 adults and a kiddo in the middle. And the metal here is nice and thick metal, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna bow or kind of get weak over time. And then underneath here, this was the question that I had before ordering, but I didn't see any information anywhere. This is actually metal underneath. It's not those little like plastic strips that tend to crack or break over time in the heat or in the sun. So I love the fact that we have that metal under here as well, that like wrought iron metal here. Again, for that added stability underneath the seat, definitely just adding to the overall structure and how much of a like a weight load that this chair can take. It has the nice designs here, as you can see, and you can see kind of how everything was welded together, so there's no holes or open spaces anywhere. And then we have a little bit of like dust here, but the bolts here allowing for that gliding mechanism, and you can kind of see as I glide it that it doesn't have an intense back and forth glide. I do have a newborn on the way, and this was kind of our solution to have more outside time with our 2 toddlers, but still have a rocking ability for the newborn outside. So we have a really slight glide here. If you want more intensity, this may not be the perfect chair for you, but I do believe as well that if we were to lubricate some of these bolts or kind of wait for them to be used a little bit more, that it would loosen up a little bit, because again, it is a little bit of a stronger push to get that glide going. And aside from that, you can see how many reinforcements are underneath here. We've got the 4 actual feet that the chairs sit on the sides there, as well as that bar that's separate from the feet that holds the glider piece together, and kind of allows for that swinging motion. The cushions are crazy thick, so you can see we have a good 4 or 5 inch cushion here, and the back ones are the same. They're maybe 3 to 4 inches in the back here. So again, really good thickness, really nice squish to them, so they're really comfy to sit on. I will say, heavier right now being pregnant as well, sitting on this, I cannot feel any of that metal underneath the seat at all. These are definitely well cushioned and nice and thick. All of the cushions do also come with the necessary ties to tie them onto the chair here. We haven't quite done that because we do have sand out here and our kiddos tend to get messy, so we just kind of dump the sand off the seats where they're very easy to just kind of wipe off. And then we tie these back on in the back, and again, these are reinforced pretty well. These are again really thick. I think all the fabric on here is really thick and nice quality. And then same with the top seat cushions here. They have ties on both sides on both cushions, so you'll have 4 total ties up here at the top. And then you can kind of see that back there. It has that crisscross action going on. So again, more reinforcement for your back. And of course, you can always switch out these cushions over time if they fade or get really thin or anything like that. They're pretty standard, just larger cushions there. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant, and I don't want anything waterproof because I want to be able to wash it, but water resistance is great so that when kiddos do this, I can kind of have a moment to wipe it off and not have it completely soaked. Overall, like I said, I am super impressed with this, especially for the budget option that we were going for. It fits in our space perfectly. We have a smaller patio space here, and it is just wonderful for fitting in there, and you don't need a ton of room in behind it as well. I think, again, we have maybe a foot or so back here, and it's plenty of space. It only goes back about 6 inches from there, so you probably only need about 6, maybe 8 inch clearance back there to get the full gliding motion without it hitting the wall or anything behind it. Really can't go wrong. The color is beautiful, the chair is well constructed, and it has so many nice features about it, and I absolutely love this one.